Can I steal you for a minute?
Steal you for a minute?
Can I steal you for a minute?
Welcome to Can I Steal You for a Minute, the reality dating recap podcast. My name is Indra Raj.
And I'm Mary Bianco.
And we have a big week.
We do.
Lots to cover.
Yeah.
Maybe a good distraction from 4 years of another hellscape in this country.
Like if your country is falling into a fascist regime, then like nothing better than trash TV to describe yourself, to disguise yourself.
Not okay. I know I told myself I wasn't going to talk about this, but I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something about Mark Zuckerberg, like literally saying that we need more like masculine energy in something. Like he said that, right?
Yep.
This man will sell his soul to the devil to get ahead.
Already
truly.
has. There's no life behind those eyes. He basically said that
None.
fact checking is not very masculine, so they're no longer going to do it on Meta.
Who are you, Mark Zuckerberg? Come on. Like one teeny ounce of me was like, maybe there's like a good person in there, but there's not.
No, the Social Network got it right. Like
totally. They totally nailed it. That's who he is.
My friend from work was like, I'm going to watch that movie just so I can watch him get dumped on TV. I was like, that's, yeah.
It's a good movie, actually.
It is a good movie. And like,
I hope that his wife leaves him.
She won't.
I mean, I don't know anything about her other than I just hope she's a better person than him. Like, she has to be.
Yeah, you can't really get much worse unless you're like also anyone else who attended that inauguration, I guess. It was like, I mean,
yeah.
The list goes on of just like horrible people there. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm sad. I'm frustrated. I'm like, but also I'm like refusing to give in to despair. I think that's where I was yesterday. And today I just want to feel like happy out of spite and be grateful that I have all these tools and resources and like, to really push back against this shit. And if it has to fall, it has to fall. And we'll be here. But again, just want to let everybody know that our DMs are open if you need to talk about anything. I've already been giving offhanded legal advice all day. So if you need that, keep it coming.
Mary's an attorney. She's got you.
Yeah. Unofficially.
Yeah, unofficially. Shit is wild. And we're going to stop talking about that now.
Yep,
and
we have too much on our agenda.
We have too much on our agenda.
That's the motto for the next 4 years, actually, is we have too much on our agenda. Here we go.
Okay, so we're going to start off with a couple big breakups because they need to be talked about. One, like literally the news just broke and we are recording on Tuesday night. This episode drops on Wednesday morning. So first of all, the news that rocked Bachelor Nation. I mean, it was the first thing I saw when I woke up the morning it happened.
Yeah.
And it was actually Matt's post.
So shocking that everyone thought it was a hoax.
I was like, this is not real. So if you do not know what we're talking about yet, we are talking about the breakup of Matt James and Rachael Kirkconnell, who we have several times on this podcast talked about how much we love them as a couple. And I have not, like, I was so against them from the beginning.
I know.
And then they've just won me over, like their social media, and they do everything together, and they're so in love with each other.
Yeah,
they seemed
so connected. And this is something that Andrew and I talk a lot about offline, and this is like true here. The longer the birthday tribute, the worse the relationship.
Yes.
They are writing poems and odes to each other, and then they're breaking up. So should I just like read the post because it's so fucking weird?
From Matt James?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's a picture of them right after they got engaged at the mansion, or was it the first time they met?
Yeah.
Okay, the first time they met out of the limo.
Which is so bizarre because I feel like they as a couple have like sought to distance themselves so much from their Bachelor past, and then they like, you know, they met on the show, they left dating, not engaged, and then they broke up because like kind of like in disgrace because Rachael got caught attending like a racist party and like so they've really tried to be different from the franchise, and I think they've done a good job. So it's so weird that he like not only posted the first day they met, he tagged Nemacolin, the town where the mansion was during COVID.
So weird.
And then he wrote, Father God, give Rachael and I strength to mend our broken hearts. Give us peace about this decision to end our relationship that transcends worldly understanding. Shower our friends and family with kindness and love to comfort us and remind us that our joy comes from you, Lord. Broken heart.
I mean, it sounds like a Bible verse.
Yeah.
It's just like so over the top.
Yeah.
That I was like, this is not real. And then I start seeing every single news outlet posting that they've broken up, and I'm reading the comments, and everyone's like, this can't be real. Like, I literally just saw them posting about pizza together in London 12 hours ago, which is true. And like and then I saw another post about how like they were in Japan like just before the new year or something. Like literally this couple does everything together. They just like travel the world and eat good food together.
Yeah, and they've like built a brand off of being together. So like the first theory was that they had broken up a while ago, but had like pre-contracted content that they had to post together from their London trip. So people were like, oh, maybe it's on a lag. And then someone commented, someone commented on a TikTok talking about it. It was like, basically, it seems like she broke up with him and he wanted to post first.
Right.
And her sister liked it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was another comment on some Instagram post or something that was like, the more I think about this, it seems like Rachael was blindsided by this, and Rachael liked that comment. So it's not like it came out of nowhere, like the breakup was happening, but Matt clearly was trying to get out in front of it, and that is super sketch. And why am I not surprised?
Yeah, I think like everyone was like, oh my God, this is so religious and weird. He opened his season with a prayer. Like, and I think
he did. Oh, I forgot.
I think Rachael made him seem so much more cool that we like forgot that he's kind of weird. And
he's totally weird.
Immediately he's back to being weird.
He's being weird, and like Rachael. So here's the stuff I've read. There's this cryptic quote from like someone on her team who's basically like, Rachael was blindsided by this, and he knows what he did or something. So
cheated.
It could be that, or I've also read stuff about how like she's been like, okay, we've been together for 4 years, I'm ready to get engaged, and she gave him an ultimatum to get engaged by the end of 2024, and he didn't do it. And so that's like why they ended. Maybe that's what happened. I mean, whatever it was, it's like we have to know that this, because it is real now. I refuse to believe it was real. Like I was like, Mary, this isn't real. I know it's not real.
You're like, those are my best friends. They can't be broken up.
And then it was like, okay, it's real. And then it's like, okay, well, this didn't actually come out of nowhere. Like clearly things have been brewing for a little while. What makes me sad is like, I do feel like they're best friends.
Yeah, I mean, the vibe that I kind of get from social media, like Matt and Tyler Cameron were attached at the hip and then kind of drifted.
Yeah.
And so I think that they don't hang out with very many other people besides each other. So that's such a hard decision.
Oh my God, I know. And like, I'm sure they have other friends and community. Like, it's sad because they clearly did have a strong connection for a long time. Like, you don't just like, it wasn't just a brand, you know?
No.
Like, the reason I think their brand was so successful was because it was very genuine feeling. Like, I mean, you can watch like a TikTok reel or TikTok. I'm such an elder millennial. It's unreal. I just said TikTok reel.
It's like my friend's dad would call Snapchat snap bang.
Oh my God. I never wanted to be this person, and here I am. But
I mean, tech bros are taking down the world, so it's cool to be out of touch with what tech is called now.
Yeah, and you know what? TikTok reel, like that's my fuck you to this administration.
Fuck you guys.
And all you fucking TikTok meta assholes.
Yeah. Suck it.
What was I saying though?
Something about Matt and Rachael.
Like you see the like, I don't follow any of these people, but they show up in my algorithm because I like don't follow very many people, so they have to give me something. And it'll be like some bogus couple from like North Dakota like filming their like day as like a 30-something couple with no kids, and look at all the fun stuff we got to do. And I'm like, okay, this is just content. Like I don't see a real connection between these people. And granted, I'm not like watching all their videos.
Yeah.
Like, I pay more attention to Matt and Rachel, but like we're not dumb. Like a viewer, like a consumer, a social media user can see what's real and what's not. And oftentimes we're watching those cringy fake videos just because they're cringy and fake, and it's like staring at,
We're
it's like
spotting the
rubbernecking
lie.
at an
Yeah.
accident or something. So anyway, it makes me sad. I'm sad that they broke up.
I'm sad for them too, but I just feel like she's gonna date someone so hot next. Like I feel like
Oh,
she's so pretty. She looks like AI. Like I think that she'll be fine.
I
But-
maintain that Chrissy from Love Island Australia and Rachel look similar, and they are both stunning.
They do look similar, and I want better for both of them. Like,
Yes.
I don't think like I can see him going on Paradise. Like I feel like he
Oh, wow.
is that corny. I don't think she would, but I could see him doing it.
I would love if she went on. Because,
She
like,
won't.
I was such a Rachel hater during her season.
I know, me too.
And now I, like, love her.
Yeah.
And, like, I just, I saw a creator putting it out there because of the Paige and Craig breakup.
Yeah.
That Rachel should date Craig. And I was like, no, we can
No.
do better for our girl Rachel.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that.
But the person was like, they're both from the South and they both seem to have been scorned by their partners. I was like, well,
We know nothing about the Paige and Craig breakup.
I also feel like Rachel's trying to distance herself from her Southern roots.
Yeah, I think she
because
likes
she's
living
not
in New
really
York.
into that vibe.
Yeah, I think she likes living in New York and
Yeah.
being like that.
Yeah. So anyway, R.I.P. that relationship.
R.I.P.
Not R.I.P. the
Thank
next
God.
breakup, which this is breaking news, everybody. Tyler and Ashley from the last season of Love is Blind have broken up or have
Fine.
divorced.
I guess separated right now.
They're divorcing.
Finally.
I mean, what took so long, Ashley?
I don't know. Like, what, did he finally want to see his kids?
Oh
And that
my
bothered
God.
you?
Like, you finally realize that this man is a lie. Like,
He's a
literally,
father?
He's just like a walking lie.
And he'll do it again. He'll just keep scamming. Like, I don't know. I kind of like wanted more for her until the reunion when she was like,
Yeah.
he wants his own real family. I was kind of like, ugh.
I
Pick
know.
me energy, goodbye. So we'll see what happens. Maybe she'll go on Perfect Match. Maybe he'll go on Perfect Match. But like, thank God that's over.
No one should get near Tyler. Ashley, like, part of me feels like she just didn't even have a fair shake.
Yeah.
And like, he was a good liar and she was in love with him. And sometimes we do stupid shit when we're in love with people.
Yeah.
So I can give her one more chance. You know, like,
Yeah.
if I would bet money that she's not going to go on any other shows again.
I hope not. There's always a few people that I'm very surprised show up at Perfect
Right.
Match. So I don't know who it'll be.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So those are two news things. One really happy news thing is in
Yeah.
Golden Bachelor worlds, Sandra, our girl, is dating CK,
So cute.
otherwise known as Charles, from Joan's season.
Yeah.
And there's like at least 3 pictures of them out together. They look so happy.
So
they
they're
look
literally
like they've
glowing.
been together for like 40 years.
They look so comfy. They look like so beautiful together. I'm
I-
so excited.
I'm obsessed. I'm not obsessed with this Golden Bachelor on the Beach season that Mary and I have been talking about forever because, like, Sandra not being there does really make me sad.
She was kind of like our key hire. Like she really was
Yeah.
building the cast around her.
It's like the hottest 70+ woman you
Yeah.
know.
Ever.
And so fun. And, like, just everyone's in love with her. Like, you know.
It's perfect.
But oh well. Anyway,
Yeah.
so those are some like couple updates from all of these different shows. That was a good smattering.
Yeah.
And now we are going to finish up our 2-minute bio reviews of the women from Grant season because we didn't do them all last week.
Yeah. We got up to L.
We got up to L. So we're going to start now. Again, if you want to follow along, I'm going to put the thing in the show notes. We're using ABC's official bios. And another name I do not know how to say.
I think it's Latia.
Latia. Okay.
I think
it's not,
Latia.
it's not Lisha.
I think there'd be an H if it was Lisha.
I guess we will find out.
We'll find out.
It's probably something like completely different.
Yeah, probably.
She's 31.
Yay!
Yes, love that. Venture capitalist from Salt Lake City.
She's beautiful. She gives me like news anchor.
Oh, totally.
I don't know
like,
if it's just the pose or like the perfect teeth, but she looks like wake up in the morning with Latia.
oh my gosh. And she's so she's classy looking.
Yep.
She's very inviting. She's vibrant, empathetic, confident woman, lots of love to give, ready to for a man to put her first, and is looking for someone who's honest, vulnerable, and family oriented. Again, a lot of the same stuff we've
We
seen
should have
in
like
other-
tallied it up.
I know. Love sports, watching basketball. Tick,
Ting.
tick. Football, water polo.
Huh.
She loves riding horses. She's a horse girl.
Yep.
And a huge
Rich.
fan of the board game Clue.
I love Clue.
I love the whole Clue universe.
Me too. I mean,
Like-
Traitors is Clue.
It is. Like, I love the movies. I love there's books.
Yeah.
I used to read the books when I was a kid.
Obsessed.
I love playing the game.
Me too.
Okay, with you, girl. I feel that. Even though she feels that playing it is not her strongest suit.
Okay, she's a good sport.
Yes. Ready to meet her other half, hopes it's Grant. She's an incredibly fast swimmer.
Okay.
That's cool.
I feel like
Loves
she's
a
not the
good
first one.
personality test.
like Myers-Briggs or
Yeah. I'm always a little, I mean, I guess everyone has their thing, right? If it's not
Yeah.
a personality test, you're like into astrology.
yeah, or both.
Yeah. Or all of the above. Loves being outside, but hates hiking. Like
Hiking is
truly
just a
loves-
walk. It's just an uphill walk.
Maybe she's just only gone on like really hard hikes, which
Yeah,
honestly,
maybe.
I hate hikes that are like just straight up.
Maybe because she lives in Salt Lake City, it's just like very dry and
Right. There's a
difficult
lot
hike.
of like deep inclines to get into the mountains. It's sort of similar in Boulder. Like
Yeah.
the beginning of a hike is always like kind of torture.
and I
Yeah.
can't talk. I think she has a good shot. I don't think she's the winner, but I think she'll make it past week 1.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know actually. I think I put her like going further than that.
Ooh.
Something
I just don't know
about
Grant's
her.
type.
Maybe it's because it's the first person I'm looking at today.
We did say that about the first girl from last time too. We were like, something about her. Can't figure it out.
I know, Alex.
Alex.
Or whatever the hell her name is. We still don't know. Okay, so that was that.
Okay.
We went a little over our 2 minutes, but
That's
that's
okay. Next, we have Natalie. She's 25. She's a PhD student from Louisville, Kentucky.
Hell yes.
She's ready to find the passionate love she's always dreamed of and hopes to meet someone who will truly make her feel like sparks are flying. She values good communication, looks up to her parents' 30-plus year marriage. Tick for the type of partnership she'd like to have. Natalie's a sweet rescue pup. Thank you. Named Tuck. So finding a fellow animal lover is a must when she's not working toward her PhD. She enjoys sports, watching romance movies, and exploring old neighborhoods with beautiful homes. Same.
Oh, I kind of like Natalie.
Me too. She's not afraid to take risks and is ready now more than ever to take a leap of faith to find the picture-perfect love she's been looking for. She's not a breakfast person.
That could change. She's only 25.
Yeah, I wasn't eating breakfast then
Yeah.
either.
Like, if you have kids, you'll become a breakfast person.
Yeah. When you realize your energy starts lagging, it's
Yeah.
because you didn't start your day with enough protein and all this other bullshit. You'll become a breakfast person.
Yes.
Her love language is gift giving, and she's a Seattle Seahawks fan.
Okay.
All right.
Like, she's like mid. But
Yeah.
I mean that like not in a bad way. Like,
No, she'll go to the middle of the season.
yeah. And
Yeah.
like she's a little more interesting than what meets the eye.
Yeah, I think so too.
She looks nice. She's young. She's one of the youngest on this cast. So
Yeah.
I always like put that as like maybe not in people's favor. So she'll go somewhere, but definitely not a top 4.
No, because how old is Grant?
Oh gosh, let's see.
I just tried to look on his profile. and he's not-
Bachelor age 31.
Okay.
Born on December 15th, 1993.
Oh, he's a
So
fresh
he's your
31.
age.
Yeah.
He's a Sag,
Ooh.
which I don't know anything about that, but for you astrology babies.
Yeah.
All right, that was Natalie. Up next, Niecy,
Nisi.
32.
Good.
Love that. Pediatrician from South Carolina. She's the ultimate catch. That is the first sentence.
She is the ultimate catch. This photo
Brains.
does look like it could be on the wall at her pediatrician's office where she's
Oh
like,
my God. Yes. Like maybe covering up the shoulder for that professional
with her
picture.
jacket. Yeah, she's got like her lab coat on.
She looks really good in orange, I have
She
to say.
does.
With brains and beauty, this pediatrician currently works at 4 hospitals.
Oh my God.
And is very passionate about her career. Okay. I mean, you kind of have to be. Like, when you're just getting started in medicine, I think it's like a do or die situation.
Yeah. I think her intro package is going to be like her like taking a kid's heartbeat or something.
She's
like,
definitely going to get an intro package.
yeah, for sure.
She's fulfilled in her professional life, but now she's writing herself a prescription for some love. Wants someone kind, respectful, loyal, believes it's in for her for Grant. When she's not at the office, she loves spending time with friends at football games, farmers markets, or hanging out with her 3 dogs, Charlie, Chloe, and Chicago.
Random.
I'm like, is there a Kardashian thing going here? Like Chloe in Chicago?
It is spelt the way Chloe spells it. And I thought,
But
if you're going for all C's, wouldn't you do Chloe with a C?
Yeah, weird.
Weird.
She's always wanted to be a spy. I mean, honestly, I just watched that Netflix show Black Doves with Keira Knightley. Have you seen it?
Someone else recommended it to me. I got to watch it, I guess.
It's kind of fun. I actually think it's better, like way better than you would expect from like
good.
Netflix thing. It's Christmassy, so, it's still cold though.
Yeah, it just snowed.
It's good. And like she's a spy in it, and it like makes being a spy look fun.
I love it.
She would love an invite to the annual
You called
Kardashian
it.
Christmas party. Here we go.
You called it.
I mean, it was staring me in the face. I was like,
You know what's
things.
so funny is like Kris Jenner, she had Robert Mills, the producer of The Bachelor, on Keeping Up with the Kardashians once. She was like, my good friend Rob is coming over to talk to me about TVs. So I'm almost like, did she get them to sprinkle in Kardashian references? Because this is not the first one.
Well, no. And then they were like featured on the Golden stuff because what's her name looks just like her.
Yeah, Susan.
So, I mean, the Kardashians are definitely Bachelor fans.
Yeah. And I think
Like-
they're in their flop era. So I think that they are like scrapping at relevance. So getting put in here would be
Do you think they're in their flop era?
100%. Kim posted a picture of Melania at the inauguration today, and now everyone on TikTok is talking about blocking her. So
Why did she do that?
don't know. Just a solo shot of Melania in that weird ass hat. Just like,
Did she have a caption?
nope, just the picture.
That is so fucking weird.
So stupid. And just like, okay.
She's just trying to get attention and it's working.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I
even
also-
watch the show anymore. So that's how far they've fallen for me.
You don't watch it? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the only thing that I follow is Kylie
Yeah.
because she's attached to Timothy Chalamet, which still just like breaks my little heart.
I get it. Like,
Okay, tell me more.
they give me like their energy together is very peaceful. Like there's something that really like watching them at the Golden Globes, and someone wrote like someone on TikTok obviously was talking about how imagine like the hottest girl from your high school, not the most popular girl from your high school, but like the hottest girl from your high school is like always putting lip gloss on in class, like brushing her hair, like is
Right.
randomly getting straight A's even though she doesn't seem she's trying. She's not dating the quarterback. She's like dating the edgy arty kid. And that's like kind of them together.
Okay, but in high school, she had a completely different face. Sorry to throw shade.
Yeah, but she still was like a cutie pie. And Timmy was like a skinny little rugrat, you know?
I know. I don't know Kylie at all. So like, and I don't know Timothy either, but
No,
I just,
he's kind of like a bro, actually.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it just means that like Timothy is not as cool as I want him to be, which is fine or whatever. But I just keep thinking about like that thing going on after the Golden Globes about how when Demi Moore came over to their table and she like didn't say she talked
That was
to
so
everyone but
stupid.
Kylie, and it was like this whole thing, and I'm just like, I could see Demi Moore throwing shade.
Yeah, and also like you have very limited time to like run and say
Right.
hi. And like Kylie wasn't in a complete unknown. She doesn't deserve congratulations for being in a complete unknown.
No, and she also knows Timothy and the other people.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like she's going to talk to the people she knows.
Yeah.
It was, I think the most notable thing about that video was how desperate Kylie was for Demi's attention.
I know.
Which was interesting to me.
Yeah.
And that kind of loops back to this whole Kardashian flop thing.
Yeah,
But
I think so.
Niecy loves experimenting with different coffees. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Like your Starbucks order, or like, what are we talking about here?
I don't either.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
She's definitely going to be featured.
Yeah.
How far she gets is up for debate.
I have no idea. But now we have Parisa.
Okay.
I think that's how you say it.
I think so too.
She's 29. She's a pediatric behavior analyst from Birmingham, Michigan. Oh, I didn't know there's a Birmingham, Michigan. I always think Alabama.
Alabama, yeah.
She's empathetic, resilient, and ready to settle down. She's always dreamed of starting her own family and longs for an emotionally intimate connection with someone with whom she can be a power couple.
Okay.
Emotionally intimate, I didn't like. I don't know why. She loves to cook, travel.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Intimate.
I don't, I can't picture it. I don't really know what she's getting at.
Like mind reading? I don't know.
Yeah. yeah, that's what it is.
She loves to cook, travel, and enjoy charcuterie nights. And not to be cheesy, but Parisa is truly one of a kind. She's hoping to meet a man who is loyal, honest, and funny, and is excited for the power of love to guide her on this journey. Let the journey begin. She has a rock collection. She's a whiz with PowerPoint. And she relaxes by watching organization content on TikTok. Me too. That is something that I was going to miss in the ban.
Okay, have you tried a scrub daddy yet?
I have one in my sink right now. Okay. No, they're great.
I was like, okay, so this is how I found out about scrub daddy. Is over the Christmas New Year's break, we were up in Vermont and my brother's family came up and he has like 3 teenage kids, and the middle one, Zax, is like, he's like 15, 16, like totally a slave to all the influencer stuff. And in this Airbnb, they had a scrub daddy in the sink. And apparently he did the dishes for like the first time ever because he just wanted to use the scrub daddy. Now, what I am hoping the scrub daddy can do for me is get the grit out of the bathroom tile that I cannot get out in any other way.
Yeah.
Using the Tangerine Clean paste.
I would recommend that. So,
okay.
In the container that comes with the scrub daddy thing?
Well, yeah, like it's a scrub daddy product. I bought them separately, but I've seen them used together.
Yeah, that's what we use in our bathroom.
Oh, okay. Do you use it on tile?
Tile, and then on like, we live in an apartment where 1 million people have lived in here before us. On that part of the tub that always gets like discolored from feet, we use it on there too.
And it comes off?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. I was at Target the other day and I was like, scrub daddy, scrub mommy, Tangerine Clean. I have been influenced.
It's worth the hype, and like the scrub daddy account itself is extremely funny on social media. So like,
oh, I might. Okay, you heard it here. I don't follow many people. I may start following scrub daddy.
Like the owner has like a gold necklace that has like a scrub daddy charm on it, and I like really want one.
I mean, I would wear. Remember when they made like a bunch of LaCroix swimsuits one year?
Yes.
Like I would wear a scrub daddy swimsuit.
Scrub daddy swimsuit.
No, I want a scrub mommy swimsuit because one side is one color and one side's the other.
And the little bow in her hair.
Yes. This is what I want. I mean, this is a genius idea. I should monetize this.
Yeah, let's get branding over here. Let's see what scrub daddy merch is like. We're like, we have so much to talk about today. Scrub daddy merch.
Okay. So moving on. I don't have feelings about her other than I don't think she's going to go far.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's going to, I can see her being one who like forgets to talk about him, to talk to him on night one. And then like, as he's giving out the rose, she's like, oh my God.
I didn't even talk to him tonight. She could be a night one. She could be a night one dismissal.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, next up, Radhika, South Asian Queen.
Yeah, I was like hoping it would land on that for you.
Yes. We don't get a lot of South Asians on this franchise, so I'm always obsessed when we do. 28, attorney from New York. She's so ready to find the one. She comes from a close-knit family, aspires to have a supportive, long-lasting marriage like her parents do.
Tick.
Radhika hopes to meet a romantic man who isn't afraid to be adventurous or get down on the dance floor. Okay.
Dancing.
Proud of her Indian heritage. What?
Woohoo!
Wants to find someone she can share her family traditions with is a top priority. Okay. So, like, do you want to be with a South Asian man? Is that
Yeah. Kind of
or
feel like
maybe she just wants someone who's open.
who's
to
down.
that.
Yeah.
Which Grant definitely strikes me as the type.
Yeah.
Loves to go shopping, fresh manicures, cook delicious meals with her mom. Okay.
Aw.
Definitely the last one. Same.
Shopping.
Yeah. Another shopping. We have at least like 5 to 6 shopping girlies now.
Shopping, dancing, basketball, close-knit family.
Yep. Known to start dance parties. So we hope you brought your dancing shoes. Okay. She brunches regularly.
Okay.
Great. Self-proclaimed Harry Potter nerd. Great. Bucket list item for Radhika is to kiss someone in the rain. Kind of
think just-
boring.
Just dream a little bigger.
Yeah, like, I want more for you.
We both live in New York. It rains all the time here. It's really not that hard.
Oh, gosh. She's an attorney, too.
Yeah, many of us.
Well, I could see her going, like, midway through the season.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. She's pretty.
She's very pretty.
And I love that there's an Indian girl
I know.
on here. Hell yes. Again, we don't get many Indians at all on this
No, none.
franchise. All right, Rebecca.
31. ICU nurse. Good for you, Rebecca. Dallas, Texas. She's ambitious, kind, and ready for a beautiful adventure. She's looking for someone to travel the world and start a family with, and is very interested in meeting someone gentle-hearted like our Bachelor Grant. That's a good... I would describe Grant as gentle-hearted.
Gentle-hearted.
That's so sweet.
Ugh.
She's looking for a man who understands her life's perspective and values her goal-focused mindset. When she falls in love, she falls deeply and gives herself completely with the hope of making that love last forever. She's looking for the real deal, Grant. She's never met an animal she didn't like. Many animals suck, so be a little more discerning.
Yeah, like, don't hug that snake.
Yeah. She loves to play Scrabble.
Same.
And she always aims to be the best dressed person in the room.
Okay, she's very striking, I
Yes.
have to say. And you can't see her whole outfit here, but it looks like it's kind of like Marie Antoinette
Yeah.
vibes.
I can't tell if she's going to be mean.
She could be. She definitely
also she's
has
an
like a
ICU nurse.
villainess look.
Yeah, she's like a Bond girl.
And like, I mean that in like a cool way.
Oh,
Like,
no, she could bully me. She's extremely cool.
she's very pretty. Her lips are like maybe, I don't know. It looks like her lip liner is like very defined in a way that makes her look even more villainous.
Yeah, she's just very like
Striking for sure.
maybe she'll take us for a surprise.
Maybe she will. I like that she called Grant gentle-hearted.
Me too. I think actually she's not going to be mean because that's a very nice thing to say about
That's
somebody.
a super nice thing to say. Okay, timer, 2 minutes. Did I start it? What did I do? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rose, 27,
She
registered
looks
nurse.
Like
from
a child.
She's very innocent, young
Yeah.
looking. Like, she looks younger than 27 for
Yeah.
sure. I do appreciate that she doesn't look like she's had a lot of work done,
Yeah, Venny.
which is kind of rare these days.
Mm-hmm.
She has a big heart and an even bigger personality. Describes herself as a romantic, optimistic, goofy, has always been the caregiver in relationships. When it comes to finding a partner, she has high standards, isn't planning on lowering them, as she shouldn't.
Yeah.
She's hoping to meet a man who's confident, loving fun, and will earn the approval of her friends. In her free time, she likes to spend it at the beach, explore new places, and hit the town for a fun night out. All right. She admits she's a terrible dancer. Ooh.
Dancing.
Thinks Julie Andrews is the GOAT. I mean,
she's right.
I think you might be right about that. Would love to attend a Formula One race. That is a fun fact. That's weird.
My sister went with her husband and my parents, and my mom, all she could talk about was how loud it was. Like, they
Oh.
just go around in a circle.
It's one of those things where I just don't understand the appeal.
I don't get it. I've tried to get it. Like, whenever
Yeah.
they're all together, it's on TV, and I'm like, you want to miss stuff for this?
I
And
know. Like,
the hope
maybe
is that they'll
going to
crash.
see it, but watching it on TV is like especially just mind-numbingly I don't understand it.
It doesn't get exciting until something goes wrong. And like,
Yeah.
they could die.
No, that's the one thing is like you don't realize just how fucking dangerous it is. And like, I don't know. I just have like there's just so much toxic energy in that sport. I'm just
It's
like
too rich.
Yeah.
But Lewis Hamilton is really hot. But otherwise it's like too rich.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God, he's gorgeous.
Lewis Hamilton. Okay. I'll believe you.
You can look it up.
Also, Mary texted me a photo of a scrub mommy costume.
There's a scrub daddy and a scrub mommy costume, so you and Patrick could go as that for Halloween.
I mean, I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
I think it's a great costume.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
No necklace, though. Beach towels, but no necklace.
Sad. Okay, up next. Let's see here.
Serafina.
Ooh.
She's 29, associate media director from New York, New York. Lots of New Yorkers this season.
A lot, for sure.
She's 100% wife material, loyal, thoughtful, and can't wait to be engaged.
that is a prerequisite for being a wife.
Can't wait to be engaged.
Can't wait.
Her life is full socially and professionally. All that's missing is romantic companionship. She's hoping to meet a man who's ready to settle down and start a family while also appreciating the little things in life. Because Serafina loves to give thoughtful gifts to her partner when she's in love. Serafina loves going out with friends on the weekend to grab some dinner, drinks, and go dancing. What the heck is
Lots
with the
of
dancing? She loves adventure and will book a trip on a whim. So, Grant, we hope you're ready to pack your bags and travel.
Okay.
She wants to learn how to play tennis.
Okay.
She rocked a bob during her college years.
Impressive.
And she's seen every episode of Grey's Anatomy at least 3 times. That is extremely impressive. There are so many episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
I mean, it's still going. So it's
not
like,
over.
You got to keep up with the current season and rewatch.
Yeah.
Like, she must just have it on all the time.
It must just be looping in the background. Like, it can't. I stopped watching after, like, I think season 5. And now it's like season 22.
It's crazy. All the people that have died and all the dysfunction, and it's just insane.
It's wild. Amazing soundtrack. We were talking at trivia.
Uh-huh.
There's like this music round that comes on, and it was like a Band of Horses song, The Funeral, and we were like, oh my God, this just reminds me of someone getting like rolled in on a gurney on Grey's Anatomy.
Such a vibe.
Such a vibe. The soundtrack is so good.
She seems fine. I don't know, kind of boring.
Yeah, I think I'm realizing like I don't know a lot about Grant, so I have no clue who he would pick.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, we don't know him at all, really.
No, like, I feel like we knew Joey so much better and could kind of, like, figure out what he would like in a girl. And I don't really remember Grant talking to Jen that much. I, like, remember him more, like, dealing with the bullshit of the boys and, like, putting them in their place. So it's very hard for me to tell, like, who he'd be attracted to.
I think that's partly the fault of the franchise.
100%.
The franchise helped us get to know Joey.
Yeah.
Like, we got to know her during charity season, but then they did all this, like, promo stuff for him. They did all these videos and, like, get to know our Bachelor and blah, blah, blah. And, like, they did, like, I've seen a bit of that for Grant, but it hasn't been as front and center as it was for Joey.
Which is so classic of this show where it's, like, they just throw the black lead out there and, like...
Yeah.
Everyone will be like, well, I'm not watching because I don't really know him. And it's like, well, then let us get to know him. He seems great. I'm very excited for this season because I want to like see who he is.
Right.
It's just so hard for me to make a prediction because I don't know his type or who he'd pick.
Well, I guess we'll see. I think it hopefully will become clear. Like,
I think so.
Pretty early on.
I also think Grant is going to go on Dancing with the Stars just based on how much we've talked about dancing.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I would love that.
Oh, would love that.
I'm assuming they've already planned him for next season.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it. Did I tell you that Joey is going to be at my show that I'm seeing live for Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, are you joking?
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Oh my God. All the girls are going to be like passing out.
I know. We're going in Florida because the one in New York is in White Plains in Westchester and doesn't have Joey, but the one in Jacksonville, Florida has Joey. So, and my parents live there. So me and my sisters are going like with my mom and dad. So we're going to have to cool it.
You're going to have to like bring a fan, be like, all right, take some breaks.
Tamp it down. Take a
Love
cigarette
it.
break.
Yes. Okay. All right. Next up, Savannah,
Yeah.
27, wedding planner from Charlottesville, Virginia. She looks very nice. And
Yeah, like a
you
wedding
know,
planner from Charlottesville,
Right.
Virginia.
small town America.
Mm-hmm.
She is done being the wedding planner and ready to be the bride. When
Well,
she's
that's
not
not the
focused
plot
on
of the
when she's not focused on helping others celebrate their love. She enjoys going out to dinner with her friends and listening to live music. Okay, so does everyone.
Yeah. I like to eat also. Yeah.
Yes. Loyal, caring, great conversationalist. Okay, we'll see how she does. Loves to say she loves love, but says she doesn't tend to show affection very traditionally.
That's a weird thing to put in there.
Maybe she'll be like really goofy or something.
Or like no touching.
That's an interesting thing to put in there. She's very excited to embark on this journey, ready to plan her own wedding. You already said that. Okay.
Yep.
She loves a competitive game of charades. Okay. Dreams of planning the Met Gala one day.
Good luck.
I mean, dream big. You know,
Yeah.
we've been saying it. Like,
You're right.
good for you, Savannah.
You actually did it. Yeah.
Like, that is like event planner goals.
Yeah.
The ultimate event is the Met Gala.
The ultimate one.
She has a serious fear of owls.
You know what I was thinking about is maybe that's like, where did the staircase take place?
Oh my God. Literally, I was just
Were you?
thinking about that show. I was going to bring it up after you said what you said. Because, okay, if you haven't seen the show, The Staircase, it's actually really good.
Go watch it. Both the documentary and the TV show, the fictionalized one, are both very good.
I should watch the documentary because I'm so fascinated. But like, so in the fictionalized version, Toni Collette and Colin Firth are in it, and they're both excellent. And I don't think this spoils anything. I don't know. There's basically just like the idea put out there that like an owl murderously like pecked someone in the back of the head.
Like basically like scratched her head and then she fell down the stairs because she was running away from the owl.
Yeah.
And like I was talking to people at work
Yeah. Okay.
and the staircase came up
Okay.
and everyone's like very sane, very normal.
Yeah.
And they thought I was fucking crazy for thinking that the husband did it. And I was like, I don't think the owl did it. And they were like, no, the owl did it.
Oh, wait, what?
And I was like, what?
No.
No, they all think the owl did it.
Are you?
And I'm like, the husband obviously killed her.
The husband obviously killed her. Like, it's so clear to me.
And he was dating the producer of the documentary.
Oh, stop it.
And it still came out like he
Oh,
murdered
yeah.
his wife.
Oh, yeah, because they put that into the series.
Yep.
I'd forgotten about that part of it. No, I mean, I come away from that show. I watched it years ago, and now just thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, he did it.
I kind of want to watch it again. Anyway, Savannah, I don't think you're going to make it very far.
Yeah. You look very nice and all the
You
rest.
look nice.
but-
I don't think we'll meet you very much.
Yeah. I mean, we could be totally wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, we probably are. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
going hard for...
probably are.
Listen, if you notice that we've like walked back our intensity a little bit, we got burned so bad last year, like
Oh.
going all in on Jahan.
Major flop. I mean, I think as soon as you and I started seeing his social media, we knew it was game over.
Yeah.
And
But
then
before
it
that, we were
really
like,
was.
oh God, what's he doing?
All right. Who's next?
Vicky. She's
Vicky.
28. She's a nightclub server in Las Vegas, Nevada. That has got to be the hardest place to be a waitress ever. It's
I
just
mean,
like,
and nightclub server, like, are we talking bottle service at those fucking clubs that are open 24/7?
that's a lot to deal with.
People just so there to just be debaucherous.
Yeah, I think so.
Tough.
She's always dreamed of finding her perfect love story. She is a confident, bold, and self-proclaimed hopeless romantic who believes in love without boundaries. Boundaries are very important, Vicky, even with the person you love. Anyway,
They're
as a
actually arguably the most important thing in any relationship.
that's the person that can cross your boundaries the most.
Yeah.
And without even meaning to. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
Yeah, just remember that. Pro tip.
She was a former NFL cheerleader. She might have hung up her pom-poms for good, but she's still ready to cheer on her future partner with love. When she's not spending quality time with her sisters or friends, she loves hiking outdoors, watching football, and spending time with her adorable chihuahua named Winnie. Vicky is ready to put herself out there and find a love that can go the distance. She takes pride in her calves of steel, which I would too.
I mean, yes.
She's not herself without a lip liner.
Love it.
And she would love to live on a vineyard in Italy.
Oh, do you think she was in the Dallas Cowboys?
I don't know.
Well, we all know that those girls don't get paid anything.
Yeah.
Like any NFL cheerleader. So I'm assuming she's just like raking it in.
Yeah. I mean,
now.
I can't imagine the tips.
You know, if you're single, you're 28, you're just trying to like set yourself up. I hope we hear from her about
I hope so
that.
too.
She's like very pretty and I don't know, she looks nice.
She does look nice. I think she is if I had to guess, she seems like a talker. Like she seems, because you got to schmooze in that job, that I think Grant will be very attracted to that.
I was going to say like just looking at her picture, but now that you bring up her job, I'm reconsidering. But if I was just looking at her picture, I would assume a little bit shy.
Interesting. We'll see.
She looks like she's very, like she could fade into the background.
Yeah.
But that's like a total face read, and I'm definitely going to be wrong.
Who knows? Because we picked opposite ends, and we can't.
Right.
She'll probably just be like the right amount of talkative, given how wrong we are about everything.
Exactly. All right, we have one more.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it. Okay. Zoe, 27,
Yay.
tech engineer and model
Casual.
from New York, New York. Like okay, can I just say, like, if I was going to see a tech engineer and a model embodied, it would be this picture.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
She looks very like tech engineering and beautiful. Like
Yeah,
a
and
model.
stunning.
Yeah. So, okay. She isn't afraid to go after what she wants. She wants to find her Prince Charming. She's super impressive. And that's not just because she graduated from Duke with a degree in mechanical engineering. Very impressive.
I'm intimidated.
I am too. When she's not working, she likes to adventure outdoors with activities like boating, jet skiing, surfing, and ice skating. What a smattering of outdoor
she's
activities.
in all weather.
She loves to cook fancy dinners for her partner when she's in love. So hopefully Grant's ready to be surprised with tasty tokens of her affection.
No, don't.
She wants a man with transparency who's supportive and as committed as she is. Go get him, Zoe.
Go ahead, Zoe.
Nothing makes Zoe happier than puppies and babies. She can't and won't live without tacos.
That's
Fair.
where I draw the line.
Zoe was the first female wrestler to join her high school wrestling team.
Zoe is the most fascinating woman alive.
I see her going. Final four for Zoe.
I agree. I feel a spark
right?
finally.
This bio feels different.
That was an unreal amount of facts that were actually facts.
Real facts. She's stunning. She's
Yeah.
interesting. She's just kind of like, she stands out for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And like Zoe, 27, like that's on the younger end of the women, but also old enough, I think, to like be able to handle this and get engaged.
Yeah, she's accomplished a lot already, so I feel like that
Right.
can add to it.
Okay. We did it, Joe.
Woohoo!
Woo! Okay, so those are all the bios. I'm really looking forward to
Me
the
too, I
season
can't wait.
starting. Monday, we will be memeing. We
will be live memeing.
Changing the aspect ratio of our memes.
Just another way Mark Zuckerberg has fucked me over this week. He blew
I
up
was
our...
like, is there something wrong with the app? Like, is there a glitch? Because
No.
like it was only showing up in a different aspect ratio on some of my profiles and not the others. But now they're all fucked.
He just decided to make our memes look whack. Like, I am so upset.
I hate Mark Zuckerberg.
But
That
yeah.
should be the name of this podcast.
Yeah, that's the name of app. We've never done a title of app before. Title of app, I hate Mark Zuckerberg.
And you know, I just hate watching him wearing those like big black t-shirts with that gold chain. Do you see him? He's trying
not a
so
person-
hard to be cool. It's so embarrassing.
He's such a loser. It's actually like the biggest losers in the entire world have taken over this country. And like, I used to think we were cool. And
No,
here
we're
we
not
have
cool.
the biggest losers ever. Like literally yesterday, watching clips of the inauguration felt like we were throwing a birthday party for someone's like poor grandpa who can't remember anything. It's like, oh, grandpa's doing his little dance. Oh, look at this. I'm so fucking sick of it.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, let's talk about it. Love Island All Stars. Here we go. Mary's really down about this season.
I'm obviously going to keep watching it. I'm just so profoundly bored. And I don't and I'm watching the credits, like the opening where they're all dancing around, and I'm going, "Who? Like who's that?" And I have watched every season of this show.
Yeah, like you should know who they are.
Yeah.
I recognized like less than half of them.
Yes, same.
And I haven't been watching as long, so I sort of chalked it up to that. But even still, it's like I've been paying attention in like a deeper way than most for long enough now that I don't know. Like I knew Olivia, I knew Luca, I knew Catherine, and like a couple other people were like semi-familiar to me.
Yeah, I knew Marcel and is it Gabby?
Gabby, the Scouse one.
Yeah, I knew Marcel and Gabby from their season.
Right.
Because like they were like the couple of their season. Like they were together for such a long time. Yeah. Everyone was like coming to them for advice, and that's why he joked about being called Dr. Marcel, because people would like come to him for advice, like he was like the love doctor.
Right.
And then he cheated on her like their first vacation.
Oh, so disappointing.
Yeah.
I also knew Ronnie, which blah.
How dare they put Ronnie back on our screens again? And
Ronnie was so despicable to me that he was the reason I stopped watching the last season of UK. I actually have to say I don't hate him as much this time around, although he's a total dingbat. Like,
I cannot believe women are fighting over Ronnie.
Okay, the entrances of all these people into the villa, everyone looks incredible.
Yeah.
Like bodies, amazing, especially the men. Ronnie's
like hunched over.
Ronnie's like concave.
Yes.
And like also flabby.
Concave, not tanned at all.
No. Like he's ugly. Am I being mean, or
no.
is this like he's not attractive?
I was about to swing and be like, you are not allowed to be ugly on this show. Like you are allowed to be not my type. I understand that, but this is so frustrating. It makes me mad. Like, and maybe that's part of why I'm not enjoying the season. Is like these gorgeous women, Elma and Kaz, are arguing.
I know,
over Ronnie.
Okay, Kaz is my favorite.
I really like her. I didn't remember her from her season. I remembered like the drama that surrounded her coming back, but there wasn't that much focus on her and her actual couple. Like,
right.
This show needs more exposition. Like they need to show us more clips of
from before. I agree. Like if you're gonna, especially from the earlier seasons and like some of these, like India, like I actually think I watched the season that she was on, but she was such a non-entity.
Well, her partner was like so... Ovi's the hottest man that's ever been on the show. He will never come back again. That's who she left with.
Oh. Okay, so then I didn't see her.
You gotta Google this guy.
Ovi?
He's Ovi, Ovie.
Oh my God.
I know.
This man is like sex appeal, like,
and he was so calm and so tall, like literally at one point this guy like Michael was with this girl Anna, and he and Anna made it officially, asked Anna to be his girlfriend, and then literally the next day he went up to India and was like, oh, I'd really like to get to know you. And then this fight like kind of springs out around her, and India's like, what's going on? Like I wasn't involved, and Ovi just like grabs her hand, pulls her out of the drama. I was like,
oh wow.
He's so
wait,
hot.
did they date afterwards?
For a bit, yeah, not for a very long time. They didn't meet until like later. And
okay, I thought you were exaggerating when you said he was the hottest man who's ever been on the show, but
no,
you
it's
were
like
right.
Not even really that close. And like in a sea of gorgeous men.
In a sea of gorgeous men.
There's Ovi.
Okay, so we're 5 episodes in. There's an unseen bits that came out that neither of us are watching.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch it if I have time, but who knows?
So let's talk about like let's just go like current couples. Because no one has left the island yet.
No.
So Curtis is with Ekin-Su.
Curtis is balding. You're not fooling me by combing your hair forward.
He's also, he gives me the ick.
He's corny.
He's corny as fuck. And like Ekin-Su came in wanting to choose him.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't he the one who was like, she slid into my DMs?
No,
like,
that was Scott.
Oh, Scott said that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, they like each other, but I can see Ekin-Su losing interest pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think that this is like, he's very safe to Ekin.
Right.
And there's a rumor that Ekin-Su has a boyfriend. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's just on the show.
Is it Peter Weber?
Maybe. I wish. I wish.
I mean, that's a love story we all want.
That's what we're all rooting for. And I think that she's just like, Curtis is like not a threat and like
Right.
a very safe person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see like her getting swayed by a bombshell just to like not get very serious with anybody.
Oh my God. I always bring this up, but just like the secret hand job that
Never forget.
that was not secret that she somehow got away with. Unbelievable.
She's a master with her words. Like
she
there's
is.
something about her in the way that she like Ekin-Su commands a room. Like I don't
She
know.
does. I
she does it.
respect her. I do
Me too.
respect her in a way that I really do not respect Olivia.
Yeah.
And this was even more disappointing than Ronnie being on this cast was seeing Liv being brought back.
I have to be honest.
Stop.
I'm warming up to her.
Stop it. Are you joking?
I like her and Marcel together.
Okay. I sort of like that too, although, well, okay. Say more.
So she's not my person. I don't ever want to hang out with her. I still find her annoying, obviously. But I feel like her and Luca were both like almost like neutered by how evil they were in the villa. Like
Right.
Luca's mom was saying that she talked to him about what a misogynist he was to Gemma and was like, if you're going to go back on
Wow.
TV, you can't act like that anymore.
Interesting.
I think he'll probably revert back because men have the memory of a goldfish. But Olivia seems like I thought that she was going to come in and try to be like Queen Bee, but like Ekin is such an alpha that like there's no room for Olivia to like stir the pot and be annoying. And like her and Marcel are like actually really cute together.
Okay, so I like full transparency, I did have to kind of like fast forward.
That's
through,
okay. I was reading
like
the whole
most
time.
of what they've been connecting on. So the stuff I really saw with Liv was like the typical Liv shit. Like
Yeah.
when she starts crying because Luca didn't like choose her in the
Yeah, that was
challenges. Like
insane.
that was so
Yeah.
typical her.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, Liv, come on. It's not all about you.
No.
Like he's not interested, and that's okay. And like that's all that's happening here, and you don't need to cry about it. But like I do think she still has that very like serious side, and I think that, and I still think like, I'm sorry, it's fucking weird if you're 29 years old and you look like that and you've never been in love.
Yeah. I think that there are serious blocks up where like no one is ever good enough for her, or
Yeah.
you know, she can't believe she hasn't been in a relationship. But like I think that there's something about like Marcel that has like worn that down for her a little bit. And like I
don't trust her.
I don't know if she's gonna be like loyal to it, but as we are right now, episode 5,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is actually a very cute couple.
I mean, if I didn't think Liv was just putting it on for the show,
Yeah.
like I might agree. I said this on her season and I maintain it. Like I don't think she wants to be in a sexual relationship with anyone.
No.
And so I don't think she's like into women. I don't think she's into men. I think she's into herself.
Yeah.
And like it's just like Marcel is like so sure of himself. I mean, he's the oldest man I've seen on this show. He's 39.
Yeah.
And he's like confident enough to like kiss her and like
He's going
go
through a
for
divorce.
He's going through a divorce. Like, this man is just doing whatever the fuck he wants. He thinks Liv is so hot.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm just, like, so skeptical with anything that she touches that I think it's preventing me from, like, falling in love with their story.
No, I don't think that I will, like, root for them, and I don't think they should win.
Yeah.
But just how much we were dreading her coming in. I'm,
Right.
like, actually kind of, like, this is, like, a neutered version of her, which is a little bit nicer to watch than,
Right.
like,
Right.
she came in immediately and was just sucked the air out of the room, and, like, she's not the reason the show is boring. Actually, she's part of it. I think what's bothering me
Okay.
about the show is that everyone is so, like, they got so many OGs on last season, like, actually from the earlier seasons, who, like, have weathered, like, a scandal or two, so they're kind of like,
Right.
I'm just gonna say whatever I need to like make a splash.
Right.
These people are so image conscious
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah, that's true.
have stopped making money from the franchise and are there to, like, try to be the UK sweethearts that, like, nothing very interesting is gonna happen. Like, even Casey, I'll take Luca over Casey any day. I cannot
Oh.
stand this man.
Casey is so fucking fake.
He's like a cockroach. He will not go away.
He's so, the way, like, he immediately has to say that he slept with what's her
Tina.
name when she comes in,
Tina.
and, like, he's just he's a player. Like, he is a fuck boy.
Yeah.
He's never gonna settle down. Like, why do they keep inviting him back onto a show that's about finding a real connection when
I have
he's
no idea.
absolutely uninterested in that? And Kaz had his number,
Yep.
and she was totally right for calling him out, and he was so fucking defensive.
Yeah.
And I hate Casey. So
He's
over him.
so, even, like, so Sammy, who originally left with Tom,
Right.
and, like, Tom and Casey are best friends. Sammy, like, got on TikTok and was like, Casey, like, why is he here again? Like, why do we keep letting him on our TV? And it's like, she knows him
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
And she knows that he's not interested in finding a relationship. And Kaz calling him out and being like, and he's like, name names. And it's like, you know who these girls are, or you
Yeah,
don't.
like-
And you're proving her point.
No one needs to name anything. Like, he becomes like an attack dog too.
Immediately. He's like a chihuahua. Just like,
Which is like how you know that's like 100% fuckboy energy.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, get him away. You know, like, I think
Yeah.
part of what was so nice about the first season of All Stars was like there were people who were mature, which I appreciate. We have older people on the show now who were like looking for a
Yeah.
real relationship, you know, and like he's just not it. And I'm like, why is he back? Like,
yeah.
there must be some contingent of girls out there who just love him and
I
they
don't
know
get
that
it.
he'll bring in viewers or something.
Him and Ronnie, two guys I do not get at all. Like,
No.
someone was like, I think they must be like spraying male pheromones on themselves because, like, somehow girls are still attracted to them. And, like, Gabby's such a nice girl and she's like totally falling for Casey already.
I know. Ugh, I love Gabby's like scouse.
I know. I
thing.
love a scouse. That's my favorite accent, I think.
It's so cute, and she just seems like she has her head on her shoulders. She's what, like 31 or 32.
Yeah.
I love that. I love seeing women
Me
in their
too.
30s on this show.
Me too.
So I appreciate that. I have a weird soft spot for Luca. It's so embarrassing.
It's okay. Like I said, I was warming up to live. So, like, things are, things are happening.
I have always had this. Like, I lost it like throughout the season with Gemma. And then I was like, okay, I'm done with him. And then I thought seeing him come back into the villa, I was like, oh, I don't want to waste my time with this again. But he's like winning me back over. I think he's really cute. I hate his teeth, but I think he has a very attractive face.
No, he has a beautiful face. The teeth are just like, why did we do this? Like, why did we go to Turkey and get these teeth?
They seem a little less like buck teeth this time. Like, it seems like they got moved back a little.
I think he's just like less proud of them.
Right?
Like on
He's
his
not
season,
smiling as much.
he just had his mouth like hanging open at all times because he like had just bought them and he loved them.
Right.
But I think like on TV, he kind of got like called out a little bit. I think he'll find someone good there.
I think, you know what I like about him is I think he's pretty honest.
Yes.
Like, I don't think he's like a Casey coming in here trying to pretend he's someone he's not. Like, Luca he wears his heart on his sleeve. Like, you know, with Gemma even, it was like he really liked her. He went all in with her, and then they were together the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we all hated them, but whatever. They were still together. And like, he's saying to the girls in these various conversations, including with Liv, like, I just don't feel it. Like, I'm not going to like string you along. I actually want to find a real connection in here. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And like, you know, however he's doing it. He also, like, my toxic trait is wanting the guy in the room who's not paying attention to you.
Fair. Yeah.
And Luca is the king of being that guy.
He's very aloof.
He's very good at pretending he's not into you as a way of reeling you in. Like, it's been interesting. I'm so interested to see what happens with him and Kaz because
me too.
Luca and Kaz get recoupled together, and like, it's been opaque about who Luca's really into.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I heard him say something about finding her attractive, or she said something about him, and like, they recouple. She sits down. She's so like cute and cuddly with him, and he's like standoffish.
Yeah.
And then they have their chat together, and like, it was like flirty energy, but he was also giving a standoffish vibe.
Yeah, I think.
And then later we find out in that conversation with Gabby that like, he really likes her.
I know.
Which was that a surprise to you too?
It was a surprise because at first I was like, oh, that, you know, his speech was like, you're a good person, but like, you're not it for me. It was kind of like, oh,
right.
You know, we both deserve to find somebody, which is like the classic friend zone speech.
Yes.
So then to hear him say that he really liked her and wanted to see how it goes, I was kind of like, I mean, I get it. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm like, kind of interesting. So I do actually think that would be a good pairing. I feel like they, you know, even like her kissing Ronnie, it wasn't like I couldn't be mad at her because Elma did this on her season 2 where she got like very attached really, really quickly.
Yes.
Out of nowhere.
You
and
can
like,
see that from her from a mile away.
she has braces. Like,
She has braces?
She has braces.
How have I not seen? Like, I've been watching on my phone, so I guess like
they're the clear ones, and she keeps her lip down most of the time. But I swear I've seen braces a couple times.
Okay, I will be watching.
Look out for the braces. So I think when you come into a situation with adult braces, you're already coming into it insecure. Like, the years that I had braces were the worst 8 years of my life, and I said 8. I had braces for 8 years, and.
Oh my God, Mary. That is like too much of your life.
Too much of my life with braces. I'm still recovering from my trauma of having braces.
Okay. So you know.
I know.
Yes.
And how you cover your, like, point your lip down to cover your braces. I just would have sat it out until I had my braces off. I would have gotten my braces taken off early.
Who comes onto Love Island with braces? I'm sorry.
Who still gets bracketed braces?
Right. Isn't it all Invisalign now?
Her teeth look pretty straight.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, she's a hard watch. Like,
yeah, and
she's not my favorite type of person.
No. And Ekin spiraling her was the funniest shit ever. She was like, nothing's happening behind that wall. And Ekin's like, be serious. Don't play with me. How are you really feeling? And she's like, I feel fine. And Ekin's like, don't lie. You don't feel fine.
I fucking love Ekin-Su. I am glad that she's back.
Me too.
I did get excited when they introduced her as a bombshell at the end of the first episode. That was a good move.
And then her dress proceeded to fall apart for the entire episode. Like, beads were just like rolling off of it. It was just like losing thread. And she didn't like.
No. That woman is so confident.
So confident.
It's nice to have her energy in the villa, and it is interesting to see it next to Liv because she was kind of that queen bee, but like Ekin-Su is like the right kind of bad bitch energy, and Liv is like sort of the opposite. But you're right, she has been not as out there as she normally
was
in her last season. So yeah, I think if I'm I'm watching Luca and Kaz now.
Yeah,
because I like both of them, even though like I wish I didn't like Luca. I do.
Yeah.
And Kaz is like interesting to me too, and I like now they've become like the couple I want to happen.
I just truly have no clue why she kissed Ronnie. Like, I don't think we'll ever
Why?
get to the bottom of it. Like, the kiss looked bad.
I know, and like it was not very cool.
No,
do
it
that.
it was pretty messed up. That's why I think he might be wearing the male pheromones, because it just like seemed to be like a moment of just like,
Oh, like
madness.
lust?
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, I cannot imagine being attracted to that man.
I need to see him in person.
Yeah, maybe.
Like there's got to be something, because there's enough women now who have just lost their fucking underwear over him.
And I cannot figure it out. Like,
I think my favorite line though was when Alma was like, he kisses like a washing machine.
yes. And when she goes, I can't believe I'm fighting over Ronnie fucking Vint. And it's like, yeah, Elmo, what's going on?
And honestly, like, we all know why Ronnie kissed Kaz, because he was feeling butthurt about being told he's a bad kisser.
Yeah, he wanted to prove it.
And like, yeah, Kaz is like the most beautiful woman in there.
She's so pretty.
I just like, I hope that something good happens for her, whether it's Luca or not. Tina seems nice too.
Yeah, I didn't remember her until like I got a little bit more context, but even they should have showed this clip like
Right.
season 2, Katie McDermott, who showed up and stole Zachariah and sent Molly home.
Yes.
So Katie and Scott were together for 5 years following their season. And
Scott was on that season. Now I'm remembering him. He came in pretty late.
He came in pretty late. Katie was like immediately obsessed with him. And season 2 of Love Island, like, you think that the producers don't care about them now? They did not care what happened to them. They put Olivia and Katie and locked them in a hotel room and sent the boys on dates, their boyfriends on dates. Scott went with Tina.
Oh.
And just let the girls, and Katie was like a fucking psycho. Like, she was insane. She was prone to screaming all the time. She like threw a drink at a girl, and that girl got kicked off the show because she swung at her. Like, she was so chaotic and crazy because I think she was like 21 or something.
Right. Yeah.
She's like you have to look up the clips of this. Like, she's like kicking the wall. She's screaming at the top of her lungs. She gets like to poke her head out the door, and she calls Tina a cunt. Like, it's like, so them being like Tina's OG bombshell, it's like the funny part of that story is not Tina. Like, yeah, it's Katie.
Oh, that is so interesting. Okay. That's good backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Catherine and Naz are like coupled together because they're like who's left a little bit.
I don't know if either of them is really hot for the other, but they're gonna have fun.
I also like, I don't remember Naz. Like, I don't
remember
think
him
I
at
saw
all.
his season. He seems really nice. He's very good looking,
very handsome.
but like, I just think like all the South Asian people on this show don't get a fair shake, or people of color really.
Yeah.
And like Catherine is kind of getting that too. And like, I love Catherine. I
loved
really
her in
like
season.
her.
Yeah.
I think she's like pretty. She's not like a in your face type personality, which I feel like sometimes you need that for All Stars.
Yeah.
And so I'm sort of like, I'm happy she's there because I like her, but I also don't like her being like shoved into the background.
Yeah, I think it's like, kind of just forgotten about. Like, I even kind of forgot that they were there because they didn't make they weren't on TV at all.
No. Like,
and
I
don't know. I hope they bring Scott back for Catherine, because I kind of feel like he's like the one that got away for her, and they were like really funny together.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
I do really like Catherine, so I hope she sticks around. I think she will. I just like, I feel like the South Asian guy gets booted like first or second, and so I sort of see that happening for Naz.
Yeah, he's got to make a wave.
Yeah, he's very nice. He's like exceedingly nice.
Yeah.
and probably more interesting than me. He seems like he's actually a good guy, which
Yeah.
doesn't work well in Love Island.
Yeah, he can't like be a dick on this show. Like he's gonna be too respectful of Catherine when he meets someone else. And,
Right.
Yeah.
He's just like not going to make any waves, and
Yeah.
unfortunately that doesn't like make good TV. So
No, it doesn't.
anyway, I'm sufficiently interested in how the season progresses.
Yeah,
and I
wanna see how it
have
goes.
hopes it will get better.
I hope so too. Maybe now that I'm not watching 5 in a row, I'll be more.
Yeah.
The premiere was so flat. So it was
Yeah.
hard to watch 4 more episodes after that and feel like it was getting better because the premiere, like,
Right.
literally at one point when Ekin was talking to the boys, there were crickets sounding behind her. Like it was just like so.
I know. It was lackluster.
Yeah.
But I think it could improve from here.
Yeah.
And I will say, I think my lowest bar was the last season of Love Island UK.
Yes. It's
and this
not
is
as bad
better
as
than
that.
that. So,
Oh, a million times better. That was the worst season of TV I think I've ever been subjected
yeah,
to.
I was like, I can't even watch this. Like, yeah. So at least now I can like tell who all the different women are.
Yeah. Their faces don't look all identical, which I'll give it to them.
Yeah. So, okay. Now the last order of business is
Diamond.
a quick little commentary on episode 4 of season 3 of The Traitors, which came out. I mean, it feels like it came out so long ago because I watched it like the day after it came out.
I obsessed.
And I was like, are they really only going to release one episode at a time from here on out?
I
That
think
feels
they
so
might.
cruel. Ugh. Okay.
It's so good.
So the big thing of this episode was that the traitors turned on each other.
Yeah, Boston Rob swung at Bob the drag queen
Yes.
in a big way. That was cool to watch in the moment. But this is what I told you about Wes.
Okay.
I told you to watch out for Wes. Wes immediately was like, how can you be so sure that someone's a traitor?
Right.
They're a traitor. And I think that Boston Rob is going to be the next to get caught.
I think he swung too big too.
He and too early.
Yeah, I think it's like he's definitely cocky, which is how he's done well in these games. But I think, again, I'll go back to like, I think he was given a tough hand in the way
for
that
sure.
he entered the show because he entered with 2 other people. One of them's going to be a traitor, so that automatically puts a sign on his back. And like, yeah, you know, there are like, he should have let it play out. Like, I think he just saw that Dylan was not gonna do it. Like, he wasn't gonna bring it up, and he was like, it has to be now, which I think was like kind of true.
Yeah.
So he took a big risk, and we'll see if it pays off. But I think like to see the traitors turn on each other this soon is like pretty wild.
It's pretty crazy, and like I think that it's gonna lead to new people having to be the traitors again because to lose one so early and then everyone's name is being thrown around except for Carolyn. Like I think that Carolyn could win now because no one listens to her ever.
No one. No. That's her greatest superpower.
Yes.
Is that no one takes her seriously and she's not a total idiot.
No, and she's just clocking everything that's going on. Like she's so fun. Now she's so funny to me 'cause she's just like, what?
Like, what?
What? Her and Gabby are so funny because Gabby knows that Danielle is a traitor
Yes.
and lets people talk her out of it so quickly. Like
Gabby is such a star.
she's such a star.
I could just watch her commentary. Okay, the show could just be Gabby's commentary and clips of Tom spazzing out.
I
and
know
I
it.
would be entertained and I would watch it for hours.
Give them the Emmy if that's just the show. Like Gabby being like, I heard Danielle's voice. And someone being like, Robin being like, it's not Danielle.
And she's
And
like,
she's
oh, okay. It's
Okay.
not.
You're right.
It's like Gabby, you are the smartest person here, actually.
She actually might be.
You know what's going on. Like, just believe in yourself a little bit more, please.
I am also just so sick of these men. Like, with them getting
I
the
know.
statue and all the shields going to men.
That was like disgraceful.
It was hard to watch. It was hard to watch Bob Harper struggle because I watched him on The Biggest Loser growing up, and now he's like, almost 60 years old, and like he had a really bad heart attack like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And watched him have a hard time. So I was like, I'm okay if Bob H gets a shield. These other fucking guys, like
I know, like Dylan,
Tom.
come on. I know. It was just like, of course,
Yeah.
whatever. These fucking people. Yeah, I do think they're going to have to choose another traitor now.
I think so too. Or they'll wait until like another one goes and then.
Who do you think they'll choose though? Like, who of this bunch would be a good traitor?
Wes, Gabby.
Oh, Gabby would be good.
Because Gabby would just say it and no one would listen. Like, she'd be like, I'm a traitor. And they'd be like, Gabby, that's not possible. She'd be like, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I can't be a traitor.
You're right. It would be interesting if they made Dylan a traitor.
Yeah, but that would be the same as Pilot Pete getting recruited last year.
Right, because he's the Pilot Pete of the season.
He is, and he's going to get screwed over by Boston Rob. Like, him, like, literally fangirling over Rob.
Oh,
and being like, I can't believe he wants to be around me. And Rob being like, and I'm going to murder him.
I know. It's the fatal flaw of so many players on this game. It's like they are so level-headed about everything, but then there's like that one person that they have a close relationship with, or they're fangirling over or whatever. And his like Achilles heel is like, oh my God, I'm playing with Boston Rob.
Yeah.
I want him to be on my, like, he just wants him to be on his side so badly that he like cannot see that he's a traitor.
No, he's like trying to look so cool to Boston Rob. And it's like so hard to watch. It was so funny when Bob was like, when Dylan was like, I grew up with actors and you're an actor. He goes, not a good one.
Oh, God. That
And I'm
was
like,
so mean, though.
And Dolores came over and was like, your brother's a great actor. Like,
Bob the drag queen, like, is
he played,
mean.
He played too
fucking
hard.
mean.
And I loved it. He played too hard. Like, I
hard.
think Bob would have been better off as a faithful, honestly, because
Right.
he could have stuck around and continued calling people out. But, like, I think he just played too hard too fast.
Right.
And I think it's going to take down Danielle as well.
Right.
The way that the two of them played together.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
idiotic, but so we'll see. I was very like, Indra saw that they had put episode 5 up by accident.
Oh
or
no, it turned out it was like episode 5 from last season that showed up in the app we were using. So that was,
what a dream if that
it
was
wasn't
out.
real. We all wished it was. But
Yeah,
it
we
wasn't.
did.
You know who else would make a good traitor? Is Dolores.
Yeah, she'd be really good at it.
Dolores would, and I could see them choosing her because she's like, kind of from a different universe from the other traitors they have right now.
And she's kind of like by herself now. Like, they got rid of her
know.
best friend really quickly.
Well, Robin's the only one there,
Yeah.
and I don't know how close they are. It doesn't seem like they're very close.
I don't think they're very close. I think Robin is probably going to get murdered soon just because she doesn't offer much to the game.
Right.
Except
and
for being
people
like
are a little like
so,
sus of her.
and just being like so wrong. And so confidently wrong, which I love about, which, makes a great housewife, just being confidently wrong, but she was so wrong.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is also the soonest I think we've seen them get a traitor.
Yeah.
On the show.
And that's what always annoys me is when they're like, we need to get one. And it's like, it's episode 4. Just relax.
Yeah,
I know you guys don't know, but you're only on your 4th challenge. You don't have to have a traitor right now. Relax.
Yeah, they're not going to let you get all the traitors by episode 5 and then end the show. It's not how this works.
Messing up, and it's like, it's literally, you have no idea what's going on at all.
I want Gabby to win. That's all I want.
I know.
She's getting so much screen time, either because she goes really far or just because she's so witty and cute. Like,
she's such a star, and just knowing that she hated being there, is so funny.
Oh, did she say that?
Oh, yeah. She's like, you get one bathroom to share. And all of these men are just taking the stinkiest, most disgusting dumps. They're literally flies in the bathroom. And you don't poop for 2 weeks because they're just like pooping in the bathroom that you're all sharing.
Oh my God. Okay, that does sound terrible.
Yeah.
Like, really? Couldn't they have set up like a few porta potties? Even that would have been better.
Yeah, like let them go outside. Yeah, bring in those like I don't know why.
Wait, I thought they don't actually stay at the castle.
So at night she could like go to the bathroom because you stay in your hotel. But
Oh,
when you're
but during the
filming for
day-
like 12 hours a day, they're sharing a bathroom.
Yeah, set up a porta potty or two like in the back forest or whatever.
Yeah. Figure out where or just like, yeah, just figure it out. Like there's so much space there that they definitely could go to the bathroom. But
Right.
yeah,
Interesting. Well, yeah.
I love her so
that's
much.
funny behind the scenes content for
yeah,
sure.
I love her so much.
Okay. This is a long episode and I have to go edit it.
Yep.
So we're going to get off of here now. But
Let's call it.
That was a lot of content.
It was.
Hopefully it entertained most of you or you skipped through the stuff you didn't care about.
Yeah, something for everyone.
Next week, we'll be talking about Grant's first episode
Yeah.
and more Love Island All-Stars on Peacock.
Yep.
I think it's worth watching. If you
I
need
agree.
something, like, go for it. And that'll be it for next week.
Yeah, that's it.
Hopefully there won't be like 10 more couples that have broken up.
Oh, God, I hope not. Let's see, though.
Unless they're ones that I want to break up.
Yeah, who would you want?
Well, Tyler and Ashley was kind of an ultimate one.
Yeah, I actually feel like that's good for the universe.
Yeah, like maybe that's all I need for like this month.
Yeah, that's all I need for now. It's like, you know, take one and then, you know, it gives gifts. It took a good one and it took a bad one. And
Yeah.
the universe is in balance.
It all evens out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We love you all.
Love
we
you
will
guys.
talk to you next week. Thank you for listening. Cheers, lovers.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening to Can I Steal You for a Minute? Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you like the show, please leave a rating and review. Follow us on social media at Can I Steal You for a Minute Pod, and support the show through Patreon at patreon.com/Can I Steal You for a Minute.